Hello everyone, welcome. It's time to read once again. Today we've got ALF, Mission to Mars. Too bad we're going to Mars, not to Melmac, huh? But can't help but love ALF. Let's see what it says on the back here. ALF. Hey kids, want to have more adventures with your favorite alien? No problem. Join ALF and the Tana family in all these fun-filled storybooks from Checkerboard Press. A Day at the Fair, Mission to Mars, Summer Camp Adventure, The Great Alfonso, and look for ALF's coloring books too. That's how I read. That's my ALF voice, by the way. Okay. Anyway, let's give it a shot. Okay, everyone ready? All right, let's begin. ALF, Mission to Mars. Written by Robert Loren Fleming, cover and illustrations by Ken Kimmelman. One morning when Willie woke up, he felt very hungry. Bacon, eggs, toast, and cereal. That will hit the spot, he said to himself as he walked downstairs to his kitchen. He opened the refrigerator door. And the refrigerator was empty. "Alf!" yelled Willie. Willie found ALF in the living room. He also found what was left of his breakfast. "This is it, ALF. This is it!" Willie roared. "From now on, you are going to obey rules if you want to live under my roof. I don't want to be hard on you, but you leave me no choice." Kate, Lynn, and Brian felt a little sorry for ALF, but they were hungry too. They all agreed with Willie. ALF had to be taught a lesson. "ALF," said Willie, "while we're out, I want you to clean up the whole house." Soon, everyone was dressed and ready to leave. Everyone, of course, except ALF. "You can't do this to me, Willie," ALF pleaded. "I've got my rights." "What you've got is a sink full of dirty dishes and a house to clean," answered Willie. "All to be done by the time we get home." And with that, the Tanners went out the door. "It's no fair," grumbled ALF. "I don't have to live here. I can live on my own. I'll get a job." ALF opened the Help Wanted section of the newspaper. "There are lots of jobs I can do. Anything is better than housework." Suddenly, ALF spotted a job that was just right for him. He read aloud, "Wanted, one space alien type for new movie, Mission to Mars. Tryouts today. Bring your own costume. Mecha Studios." ALF wasted no time. He quickly wrote a note to the Tanners. Then he ran out the door. "Look out, Hollywood! Here I come!" A little while later, Kate arrived home. "ALF, I'm back," she called. "Please come down and help me put the groceries away." She waited for a reply. "ALF?" she called again, but there was no answer. "ALF, groceries!" Kate said to herself, "Wow, he really must be angry about cleaning the house." "ALF, you left the television on," as usual, Kate called. She was about to turn it off when she noticed a large spaceship on the screen. Kate turned up the sound. "The spaceship will lift off at noon today," said the newscaster. "It will carry a live animal to Mars and then beyond into deep space." Kate sighed. "Oh, poor thing," she said. The thought of some little creature being rocketed out into space gave her goosebumps. As Kate turned away from the TV, she saw ALF's note on the table. "Dear family of mine," she read, "so long. Look for me in Mission to Mars. Should be a blast. Don't wait up. ALF." "Oh no!" gasped Kate. There was no time to waste. Kate knew what that note meant. She had seen it on TV. ALF was the poor little creature aboard the spaceship. He was going on the mission to Mars, then beyond and beyond, all because they had been mean to him. Within minutes, she picked up Willie at his office and Brian and Lynn at school. They had to stop the spaceship. Meanwhile, Alf arrived at Mecha Studios. There was a long line of actors waiting to try out for the part. These guys don't have a chance, thought Alf. Not one of them looks like an alien. Alf had to wait for a long time to try out. At last he was called. He stepped into a circle of light. He cleared his throat. He turned this way and that. Yes, yes, perfect, shouted the man who was watching. He jumped to his feet. You're the one! You've got the part! Talent always shows, said Alf. Alf was taken to a dressing room. Someone started to paint him green. Stop! Yelled Alf. What are you doing? These colors don't go with my eyes. Your costume's great, but it's the wrong color, said the director. Everybody knows that aliens are green. I look like an alien without the paint, groaned Alf. Now I look like a frog. Someone put plastic antenna on Alf's head. What are these for? He asked. Everyone knows that aliens always have antenna, said the director. Bugs do, said Alf, and that's just what I look like. Relax, said the director. Once we get a new costume on, you'll be perfect. A new costume, said Alf, but I'm perfect already. Alf squeezed into the costume. Yo, he said, this is too tight. The director put a helmet over Alf's head. I can't breathe, said Alf. Can't hear you, Alfie boy, said the director. I said I can't breathe, replied Alf. I can't even move. Alf ripped off the costume. He had had enough. I got a headache, he said, and I quit. He ran out of the studio and headed for home. Look out, housework, said Alf. Here I come. Miles away, the Tanners were at the launch pad of the Mars spaceship. Oh, please, please, stop the countdown, Willie begged the guard. Alf's on board. Tell him I'm sorry. We don't want him to leave us. He makes me angry sometimes, but he's still a member of our family. Forget it, pal, said the guard. Nothing's gonna stop that spaceship. I'm here to see to that. Wacko, he said under his breath. Just then, the spaceship roared up into the sky. Too late, Willie said sadly. He's gone and it's all my fault. It's not fair, Mom, said Brian. We love Alf. If only I had another chance, said Willie. Things would be different. I wouldn't be so hard on him. The Tanners sadly climbed back into their car and headed for home. When the Tanners walked into their house, a familiar sight greeted them. Alf, said Willie happily, you're here. Yo, Willie, cried Alf. Sorry about the mess, but I got a little behind with the cleaning. In fact, I worked up a big appetite. I ate the groceries Kate brought home. Is that a problem? No problem, said all the Tanners together. The Tanners rushed across the room and hugged Alf. Help! Yelled Alf. 4 against 1, no fair! We're not trying to hurt you, Alf. We're just so glad to see you, said Brian. We thought you had gone to Mars, said Kate. We felt terrible. Please don't ever leave again, said Lynn. Alf wasn't sure what was happening, but he didn't care. Okay, everybody, I forgive you, this time, said Alf. But next time, I'm really gone, past history, look out Milky Way, here I come. The Tanners looked at each other and grinned. They weren't sure what Alf had been up to, but they were happy to have another chance. Alf was back. The end. That is a pretty fun book, I would say. This cover doesn't totally do it justice. Oh. Did you guys like the ALF TV show back in the day? I thought it was great, but I was a kid, and I have a feeling that revisiting it now, I might be a little disappointed. There were some, like, the concept is great, and the shenanigans sort of aspect of it, you know? The fact that he always wanted to eat Lucky the cat. There were some funny moments for sure, but I have a feeling as a more discerning media viewer at this point in my life, I mean, like, let's be frank, I'm not that discerning. I don't know if I would look back on it quite as favorably as I viewed it as a kid. But that said, that's okay. Still a super fun critter and a pretty fun book. Okay, thanks for watching, everyone. Let me know if you guys remember ALF, what your favorite memories of ALF are, and I'll catch you next time. So long, everyone. Bye-bye.